Hi guys, in today's video, I will be comparing two of the most successful debuts in K-pop, namely babymonster and newjeans. Now before you get all riled up, let me clarify I am talking about the debut strategy and not about the song, talent or idols themselves. Both newjeans and babymonster come from well-established companies and are following the most popular third-generation groups, namely BTS and Blackpink. This detail alone excites me so much, but the more interesting fact is how different their company's marketing and strategic planning was around their debut. I feel that their companies played a big part in their successful debut, yes, but also on their public reception, and in today's video, let's uncover that. Both these groups had very different debut strategies. Newjeans released their debut song Attention in July 2022 without any prior promotions or information on the group's lineup. When the song dropped, fans were pleasantly surprised because a group of random teenagers brought in an entirely fresh Y2K concept which was absent in fourth generation at the time. It was regarded as one of the riskiest debut, and its success was attributed to quality of music much more than any promotional activities. Contrasting to this, babymonster's debut, which was highly anticipated and fans were waiting for them to debut for months. Babymonster came to light through a reality show, Last Evaluation, where audiences were able to follow how the final lineup of the group was formed. Fans were eagerly waiting for them to debut ever since the reality show concluded. They were invested in the lineup and had already started to invest in the group long before they debuted. This is really interesting to me because on one hand there is newjeans, which had no prior fanbase at the time of debut, and on the other, there is babymonster that had a huge fanbase before they even released their pre-debut songs. Even so, newjeans had a way more positive reception on their debut as compared to babymonster. Now I am not at all talking about numbers here, including streams, views, everything. I am only talking about the public perception of the group. While newjeans was appreciated for their unique concept, babymonster was criticized for being nothing new. Newjeans brought in a fresh concept to the K-pop industry. They were different from every other popular girl group at the time. They just felt like regular Gen Z girls who were just singing about their life. On the other hand, babymonster's musical style and MV felt like a formulaic YG song. It felt reminiscent of every other YG group. What was even more alienating was the fact that these teenage girls were given a badass concept which felt like an absolute mismatch of idea with reality. I hope you are seeing where I am going with this. The biggest reason for newjeans' success, I feel, is their relatability. While every group is trying to be better than the rest, they are here being regular teenagers singing about their life, crushes, hobbies, etc. This is the opposite of babymonster, who feels like a misfit to their badass hip-hop concept. These two groups literally did the opposite of each other, and I think that is what made the difference in their public perception. When newjeans debuted, people had no expectations from them, because they literally didn't know that they were debuting. Their music was instantly appreciated for its uniqueness, and within days, they became an absolute fan favorite. The thing that worked in their favor the most was the lack of built-up expectations. I feel like Hybe had already seen that groups like TXT and enhypen had faced the burden to follow BTS suit, and they didn't want to repeat the same thing with their girl groups like lesserafim and newjeans. They kept their debut low-key and let the music and their talent speak for itself. This earned more love and support for the group. While with babymonster, YG took an entirely different route. They were so exposed to the public eye long before their debut. They also had the added pressure of following Blackpink. This expectation was increased when Blackpink members were actively involved in their training and mentoring. The only thing YG could have done was to give them a brand new style and concept that they could have made their own. Instead, they screwed up big time here, and they basically made them Blackpink 2.0, which is exactly what fans did not want. Their talent was overshadowed by their company identity, and despite their debut being okayish, it was perceived as much worse. I feel ultimately it's up to the company on how they want to establish their groups. But in this case it is clear that Hybe and Ador did a much better job than YG. It's so sad that despite breaking so many records on their debut, they couldn't establish their unique identity because of the lack of creativity by YG. And even though newjeans didn't bring in crazy numbers on their debut day, their public perception is so positive and they have been consistently performing well with every comeback. What fate holds for babymonster cannot be said right now, but seeing their talents, I feel like they will bounce back with a strong comeback soon. What do you think about this? Do you think Hybe and YG played an important role in shaping their group's identity?